Hi guys, it's reaction time and it's the band Black Stone Cherry and the song Out of Pocket. It's just popped up yesterday on my YouTube feed, recommended video. So I was like, I didn't know they brought this song out. So it's called Out of Pocket. It's the first song since their 2020 album, The Human Condition. It says about the actual song here, Chris Robertson, the lead singer, says, Out of Pocket is a song born out of that exact feeling. The song was what I personally, and I think a lot of us, felt over these very trying couple of years, obviously COVID, facing your demons, knowing that you have to come out the other side stronger than before. My relationship with Black Stone Cherry is it's a bit weird. These were one of my favourite bands. The debut was just amazing. Their debut album, Raw, that southern fucking rock that I love when they do that southern rock. And then the next two albums just blew my mind as well. Folklore and Superstition. It was The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, I believe. Them three albums were just quality. Absolutely loved them. And saw them live a few times as well. And they never disappointed live either. And I don't know, I sort of almost, I think that last album, couldn't get into it at all. I think the production let it down. It didn't feel right to me. It felt like it needed that rawness, if you like, that they had when they first started, that had gone a little bit. It sounded a little bit too clean, a little bit safe, I suppose. And I've been, I'll always give this band a chance because of my past and loving them so much. So really don't know what this is going to be like, whether it's going to, go back or not. I mean, people were saying that some of their recent stuff is the best stuff. But I mean, you like what you like, don't you? But song by song, that's all I can take it. So this is Black Stone Cherry, Out of Pocket. Here we go. Let's give it a go. Come on.
My system seemed to be overloading. I need a minute to breathe and nothing else, and let go of this pain I keep holding. Sometimes I just want to run. Just need a chance to let go of the past, to stop to live here in this moment. But it's easier said than done. I'm tired of feeling out of pocket, like I've become the fucking problem. I gotta find a way to stop it before the fruit becomes rotten. I'm trying to find a light that guides. I put my heart inside a locket. I'm tired of feeling out of pocket. Sometimes the notion to let go of it all gets a little bit overwhelming. I need a potion to stand me up tall. History is something to sell me. I've tried my ways for too long. I'm tired of feeling out of pocket, like I've become the fucking problem. I gotta find a way to stop it before the fruit becomes rotten. I'm trying to find a light that guides. I put my heart inside a locket.
Give it a quick stop there, guys. Just gone halfway through. I really like it, man. I mean, it's instant. It's one thing to say about Black Stone Cherry, man. They're instantly, like, they're catchy straight away. I mean, that chorus, immediately, I knew when it was coming in. I know you do, when you listen to so much rock and metal music, I suppose you just know what's going to happen. That might be a good thing or a bad thing, but I was actually excited for it because I love the way they went from quiet, the nice little quiet, picky verses, and then into the heaviness there. And it really hits you because everything hits you, like, the snare was hitting you at the same time, and the riffs, and the bucket. It really, it was really cool. It's something that they've done before, but maybe this is something that I don't know, it's grabbed me more like their first stuff did. This almost feels like it could be on maybe one of the first two albums. It's got a bit of a rawness about it. The only thing I would say production-wise, and I mean, it's almost like I wish the snare sounded a bit different. And I mean, I want it to sound a little bit more snappy, and it's almost like, and this happens with a lot of music these days in modern music, is the bass drum or the kick drum it's almost as loud as the snare drum. And I want to hear the kick drum, but I want to hear that snare really loud in the mix and fucking snappy. And I don't know, it almost sounds equal to the snare and the kick almost sound the same volume. And it almost had, it's like that, you get a bit of that feeling when you, and this is a good thing I suppose, when you go and see bands live and they got that snare, that kick drum right up in the mix, you know, in the live situation, it almost feels like that. But that snare needs to come up, I think. It needs to be more driving and higher in the mix. That's only in my opinion. It's probably my view of it. It doesn't mean it's everyone's view. It's just me. I want that snare to be higher in the mix. I want it to be snappier. I want it to be louder, really driving the song along. And it's almost like I said, it's almost on par with the kick drum, and I don't think it should be. But that's just a little pathetic, you know, it doesn't matter that much, but it might be something that grates me a little bit along, you know, listening to an album in its entirety, that I want that snare to be a bit higher. But the song itself, yeah, I love it. It's got me getting out of pocket. It's aggressive, it's got energy, and I think that might be something that I wanted this band to have again, that energetic feel that I think they had on the first couple of albums as well. And it feels like it's here. It really does. I mean, I love the other album as well, after Devil in the Deep Blue Sea, which was wasn't quite there, but it was a good album. Was it Magic Mountain, I think it was called? And it's after that I felt they'd slipped a little bit. But, you know, this is really promising. I like it. I like the quiet, the light and shade of it, light into heavy. I like that. So, yeah, all looking good so far. It's just give a shout out to Chris Robertson. His voice, I mean, they've been going a few years now, these guys, and he sounds like he did on the debut, and that's pretty amazing. I mean, you're talking, people might think of them as a relatively new band, but they're not, are they? They've been going, I don't even know how long, maybe 15 years, probably, I reckon. So, I mean, man, yeah, I mean, his voice sounds fucking amazing. It really does. Just sounds like it did way back when. That is a pretty fucking cool thing. My missus likes his voice as well. She thinks he's got a sexy voice. I don't know about that. But it is fucking good. Here we go for the rest, guys. Here we go. Oh, I want to say as well, the bass line in this, the bass work is amazing from beginning to end. Sometimes, like with a lot of the music I listen to, the melodic stuff, hard rock and stuff, it's very simple bass lines usually. And obviously this one, the bass is at the forefront, you know, and it's really, really good bass work. I don't usually shout out the bass much, but I am now. It is absolutely brilliant bass line, really clever stuff. So here we go for the rest. There's nothing bad you could say about that, man, that song. I mean, to tell you the truth, I think, from what I can remember, that's, for me, I prefer that than anything I heard on the Human Condition album. So that's fucking good start, innit? So I don't know if this is going to be on an album. I can't see anything here about an album being announced. It was a great song, man. And you know what? Because when you love a band so much, and then, I don't know, you go off of them, you sort of feel that guilt, don't you? Like, I should like it. And I've been waiting for them to come back with something that grabs me again. And that's a great song, Out of Pocket. For Black Stone Cherry, guys, any Black Stone Cherry fans out there, let me know what you think of this song in the comments below. What's your view as well on the career of Black Stone Cherry? You know what I mean? Do you think that they've got better and better as they've gone on? We've all got our own opinions, or do you think, you know, the first few albums were better and this is a return to form? Let me know exactly what you think in the comments below, guys. I'll see you soon.